When I'm getting a lot of these, my skin and my hair do so well.
This video is not sponsored.
Welcome back, my beautiful friends. Today I'm going to be talking about how I get thick, fast-growing, healthy hair and clear skin from the inside out. What I put inside my body has a profound impact on the health of my hair and the health of my skin. Our genetics can determine our potential, but a healthy lifestyle can actually help us meet this potential. Your needs and my needs might look a little bit different depending on where you are in your life, but when it comes down to it, we're all humans and we all have some similar requirements. So in this video, I'm going to go through some of the foods and some of the kind of things I like to eat that I notice benefit my hair and my skin, and some of the things I like to avoid. Greens and vegetables. When I'm getting a lot of these, my skin and my hair do so well, and my body in general just feels amazing. And I try to fill my plate with mostly these. Such a basic thing, but something that I feel like can be so easy to forget about and something that can be so easy not to do. But it's such a small thing that can make a huge difference. And this really keeps my skin vibrant, and I find that my hair grows so much faster when I'm consistent in taking in my greens and vegetables. The greens and vegetables not only are going to provide your body with nutrients, but they're also going to help cleanse your body of toxins because the fiber content, it's really going to help pull out all of that gunk and stuff that you don't want burdening your body and help flush it out on a daily basis. And helping to rid your body of these excess toxins and burdens will help your immune system, and when your immune system functions beautifully, your body functions beautifully, which will in turn benefit your skin, your scalp, and your hair. So have a look at your plate. Try to have more greens and vegetables on your plate than anything else. Protein. Protein is very important for growing healthy hair and having healthy skin. I've been there. I've been at a stage of my life where I wasn't intaking very much protein and my hair was brittle, dry, it broke off. If you're unsure about how much protein you should be taking, you could go see a nutritionist or a doctor, or if you just want to get a general idea, there are so many nutrient trackers out there. I personally like Chronometer. I believe they have a mobile app and that's what I use, and just track your nutrients for a few days just to get a general idea of your nutrient intake. And then I find this super helpful just because you don't realize when you're eating on a day-to-day basis, you don't know, are you getting enough of everything? Protein is super important, and I do find when I track my nutrients, protein is one of the more challenging bars to fill, so I'd like to add protein to every snack, every meal. I'm a big fan of tofu, nut butters, nuts, seeds, lentils, beans. Very satiating, and I find that my hair and my skin really benefit from this. Fats, particularly for women, are so important, especially if you want to have healthy skin and healthy hair and healthy scalp. I personally love to intake hemp seeds because they have a really good balance of omega-3 to omega-6, and they're loaded with minerals that are amazing for your body, amazing for your hair, and amazing for your skin. So I like to sprinkle some hemp seeds on smoothie bowls and cereal. You pretty much could sprinkle them on just about anything, but you don't want to cook them. That will destroy a lot of their properties, so this is best eaten raw. When you're getting enough healthy fats, your skin will glow, it will be clear, your scalp will be lubricated and moisturized, you won't have as much shedding, your hair will grow faster. I can't speak enough to how important it is to get enough healthy fats in your diet. Carbohydrates give you energy. I try to eat pretty balanced and just kind of eating intuitively and eating what I feel like I need to at the time, rather than trying to follow any specific diet or following any specific rules. Just really listening to your body and eating what you want and eating healthfully. I try to stick to the more brown type of grains and the whole grains. I try to avoid white things like white rice, anything that's gloopy or sticky, white pastas, that kind of thing. Potatoes in moderation. I love potatoes, but I tend to opt for more sweet potatoes. I substitute regular pastas for lentil pasta, chickpea pasta. If you're new to the bean world, definitely start small because this can make you very, very gassy if you are new to the beans. So introduce them slowly, drink a lot of water, be gentle with your body as you make new changes, and you'll get the benefits without that intense when you change things really fast, it kind of shocks your body and can be somewhat unpleasant. So to avoid the unpleasant side effects of making major diet changes, try to change things slowly on a day-to-day basis and just have eating healthy to be your goal. You don't have to eat exactly like I do. We're all different. We all have different likes, dislikes, different needs, like I said before. This is just a general guideline to inspire you to think more about what you're putting on your plate and what you're putting inside your body and how this affects your skin and your hair. I personally love brown rice, volcano rice, black rice, bulgur wheat, steel cut oats, quinoa, chickpea pastas like I mentioned before, red lentils. These kinds of foods are also very high in protein as well, which is going to be great for your hair like I mentioned earlier, and really great at keeping you satisfied and satiated in between meals. Plant foods can fill up your body quite a bit, and if you're new to eating these kinds of things, it can be an adjustment. So kind of a shortcut would be juicing. I love juicing. I juice every single day. I just fill my sink with greens and vegetables and I put it through the juicer. And I try to focus on making the majority to make it taste good and be able to actually take it down. I try to focus on putting a lot of water-rich things like cucumbers and celery and lettuce, and definitely adding in some of those more bitter greens like Swiss chard and kale as well, but not in too much abundance because those things do burn, and if you don't like the juice that you're drinking, you're not going to keep doing it. This is something great if you have a lot of trouble eating a lot of fruits and vegetables, you don't really like eating huge salads, and you just want a quick, easy way to get your nutrients in. Juicing is a great way to do this. I'm currently eating about 2 to 4 pounds of grains and vegetables a day just from juicing alone, and after I put everything in the juicer, I love looking at the giant bag of plant fiber that's left behind, and it's huge, and I'm just thinking like, I'm so glad that that is not going inside my body, because if that was inside of me, I would just not be able to eat anything else. So it's a great shortcut to getting a lot of nutrients with very little effort. Juicers can be quite expensive on the upper end, but there's also some juicers that are quite affordable. So if this is something that you're really serious about, then definitely invest in a good juicer. Blending and making smoothies is also a great alternative, but of course, you're going to be intaking the fiber. You're going to be feeling that bloating, that fullness. Juicing is a great way to kind of cut that out of the equation. My first juicer, I got it used. I think we got it for definitely under $100, and that worked pretty well. It was a centrifuge juicer. So there's different kinds of juicers. The one that I have now was a lot more expensive. I believe it was around $300 to $400, but this one's different because it's a masticating juicer, so it slowly juices the greens, kind of like as if you were chewing, without actually damaging any of the properties. So a centrifuge can kind of cause oxidation and damage to the properties of the food, and a centrifuge is very slow and helps to minimize this process. It's kind of what you would call cold pressed. There's no heating involved because there's no machine that's spinning really fast. Definitely when you're juicing, try to stick to greens and vegetables and keep the sweet stuff to a minimum, just enough to make the juice taste good, but not so much that it's saturated in sugar. I usually do like 1 apple or a lemon, and I find that this works really well. You don't want to be taking in too much sugar, especially since it's been stripped of its fiber. It's going to go right into your bloodstream, so you don't want to be spiking your insulin. You don't want to be giving yourself a sugar rush. So try and keep that to a minimum. I've personally noticed a huge difference when I juice compared to when I don't juice, just in the health of my skin and my hair. I feel like my skin is so much more supple, and I have like a very nice warm glow, and it just feels very moisturized and healthy. My hair seems to grow faster, and I seem to have less hair fallout, and I just can't say enough how great it is. This video is kind of just a general overview of some of my dietary habits, but if you have any specific questions, you can let me know in the comments below, or if you have a specific video that you would like based around this subject. If you haven't already, you can hit the subscribe button to join the family. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.